Hello everyone, my name is Maggie. Today we are going to be doing the second installment of my makeup collection series where I go through each category individually and talk about the products that I have in my collection. Today we're going to be doing concealers and foundations. If you didn't see the last one, it was primers, setting sprays, and setting powders. So I'm kind of going in order a little bit, even though that's not the order that I do my face. I usually do my eyes first, but whatever. Let's jump right in, shall we? We shall. So I keep all of my foundations and concealers in this little container here. I think I got this from the dollar store, or like maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. Rest in peace. That's just where I keep them all. I don't have too many, so this will be kind of a quick video, but whatever. If you like my makeup look, I did like a little Instagram get ready with me. I'll link that down below. So let's start out with foundation, skin tints, things of that nature. I'm just gonna go kind of in the order that they're laying down here. So for foundations, this is my all-time favorite foundation, so we are doing the best first. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation Brightening Complex Foundation. I absolutely love this stuff. They don't really sell it in retail stores anymore. Like, I can't find this in Ulta or Walmart or CVS or anywhere that sells Physicians Formula, but I do believe you can still get this online. You can get it off Amazon, but I don't think I would want to do that. Yeah, they don't make this anymore, and I'm so sad. This truly is the best foundation I've ever used. It looks like skin. The wear throughout the day is just gorgeous. This one is in the shade MC1. It's a little bit too dark for me right now. It's more of like my in-between summer shade. It's not expired yet, and I will be using this up this year because I love it so much. I want to get every last drop out of it. Truly, just if you are looking for a medium coverage foundation that looks like skin, can't get it anymore, but this was just the best. I seriously loved the wear of it. It just gave your skin this healthy, natural looking glow to it, and it didn't like bunch up. It didn't do anything weird with like dry patches. Truly just one of the best formulas, and I never really saw this get too much love when it was out, and I could never understand why, because it is just, it makes your skin look flawless, but it still keeps your skin looking like skin. Bring this back now. Next up, I have the Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. This is a hyaluronic hydrating foundation. I have it in the shade Light 45W. This is my winter, like dead of winter shade. I love this stuff. I love a good dewy foundation. I have pretty dry skin, so I need something that's going to really hydrate, kind of not grip onto my dry patches. So I love this one in the winter because it has that hyaluronic acid in it. It's glowy. It's like a medium light but buildable coverage, I would say. It's just great. I kind of want to pick up a summer, like a spring summer shade when I start getting a little tan. This stuff is great if you have dry skin. It's from the drugstore, super cheap. I had their Pretty Fresh skin tint before, and I did not like that. It bunched up. It didn't look like skin. It kind of just sat on my face. It didn't really soak in to my skin. But this stuff is great. I really like this. And it's just like cute little packaging. It's very nice. Love. Another favorite of mine that I haven't really, it's a little bit too dark for me, even though it's in the shade 00 Light Natural. It's still like not a great match. It's a little too yellow, I think, for me, but I can always mix it. Yeah, it's too very yellow based, this specific shade. But this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Like I said, this is in the shade 00 Light Natural. Too dark for me, I can't use it as of right now, but this is another all-time favorite of mine. I've had a couple bottles of this throughout the years, and I just love the way it looks. It is medium to full coverage, so if I'm going out for like an event or whatever, I like to use this one. It just makes your skin look flawless. It doesn't, I like a very luminous, glowy foundation. Even if it doesn't cover everything, I still like my skin, like I love the finish of like skin tints and stuff like that because it looks like skin. This does that, but it's buildable to be full coverage. Absolutely love. It's from the drugstore. Can't cost too much. $10.99 at Target, so it won't like really break the bank. It's a little bit up there, but all drugstore makeup is getting up there. It's ridiculous. I definitely want to pick up a better shade because I miss using this. I've been kind of waiting till I'm a little bit deeper, which I don't understand. I think it's just too yellow for my skin, but highly recommend. It comes in this really nice glass bottle, super luxurious for the drugstore, and it's just great. The wear time's great. I have no qualms with this. Up next, this is like my full coverage matte. I am going out, I am partying, and I want it to stay. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. All my makeup is so dirty, I'm so sorry. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie. This foundation broke the internet when it first launched because they launched it with I believe like over 100 shades, so you could find your perfect match, which at the time was like unheard of in the makeup industry. It was always like 7 to 12 shades at first, and then they extended their shade range, which I don't understand why they would do that. Just launch with the shade range right now. But this literally broke the internet. This is definitely my winter shade. Like, it would pretty much match me now. But when I want like full coverage, when I am doing like full glam, I'm doing the works, I'm underpainting, I'm doing lashes, I'm carving out my brows, I'm baking, I go in with this foundation because it is like blank canvas. It does dry down matte, so I do have to use a pretty hydrating primer underneath, but I don't mind because it just makes your skin look absolutely flawless. Completely smoothed over, no skin peeking through. It is full coverage, and this is like my one full coverage foundation. I just don't really reach for that all the time, but when I want to, this is the one I go to. I have it in the shade LN4, and I like this one because it has a pump and the doe foot applicator. I typically just go in with the doe foot and use it like that, and I have used this as concealer as well. But yeah, it's blue light defense, anti-pollution, cruelty-free, gluten-free, and vegan-friendly. Interesting, but love this stuff. Up next, this is the I use this as a foundation pretty much day to day. This is like my go-to day-to-day foundation if I'm just going to work or if I'm just running errands and I slap some makeup on. This is the Mad Hippie Sheer Tint Sun Serum. Shade range on this is terrible. This is in the shade light medium. Even sometimes in the winter it's too dark for me, but they literally only have light medium and medium dark. Yeah, they literally only have two shades of this, which is horrible. Feel even bad just like talking about it. But it says vitamin C, hyaluronic acid in it, so it just gives your skin this glow. It is light coverage. This is a tinted sunscreen, super light, like all imperfections are going to shine through. It's not going to give you that blank canvas, but for day to day I really don't mind that, and I kind of like that because it still looks like skin. So for me, I like going into work with a full face of makeup just isn't my vibe, especially because I work super early in the morning. So I'll use this just to kind of even out the skin tone, put some concealer and like my other, like this is what I'm wearing today. Put on my bronzer and blush and everything, and it looks nice, it looks natural. It stays pretty well. It gives your skin some luminosity. I love this stuff. It is a little pricey. It's $23.99. It's got antioxidants. It gives your skin a really beautiful boost to the skin. And this is also cruelty free. I got mine at Whole Foods. And I love Mad Hippie skincare. I've been using them for years. I haven't really used anything recently, but stuff that I have used, I've loved. Keeping on with a tinted sunscreen. This is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Tinted Sunscreen. I have mine in the shade Mulholland. This is my go-to summer tinted sunscreen. So like this is like my winter, spring, fall. This is when I tan. Because I don't tan very well. I burn and then I'm right back to being this shade, but whatever. I love this stuff. I apply it with my hands. I just go in. It's definitely it has more coverage than the Mad Hippie one. So like I don't really wear this to like the beach. Like I could get away with wearing this to the beach and nothing else, just using this as my sunscreen, but I typically want a higher sunscreen. But I couldn't get away with this because it is pretty full coverage. But I just love this. It's Tower 28. Their products are great for sensitive skin. I have had issues in the past with products with SPF in them irritating my eyes. This and the Mad Hippie one doesn't do that, so that's huge for me. But this will give you that same just like glowy, you just went to the beach, like the sun is hitting your face, you look great, but it is a little bit more pigmented than the Mad Hippie one, but still a really great option if you're looking for a tinted sunscreen. I have another skin tint product. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick. If you saw my last video, my Get Ready With Me, I talked about this. I am struggling with this. I'm going to give it a few more tries. I'm going to try some different products, different skincare products, whatever. I cannot get behind this. And I am struggling to understand why. Everybody loves this. I have not seen one bad review about this. It just doesn't work for me. It bunches up on my skin. It makes my skin look super dry. It sits on my skin. It doesn't really soak in. And I think because it's supposed to be like mattifying is why I don't like it. I'm gonna look it up on Ulta. But no matter what I do, it just does not work for me. It says swipe on a soft filter with Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint, a buildable light to medium coverage skin tint with a natural soft matte second skin finish. I don't get that. I get pancake. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. And it sucks because I love the Conceal and Perfect foundation. Make it make sense. I just cannot get behind this. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I went on a whole rant on in my last video about this because I can't get it to work in a way that I can look up close at my skin and say, this looks great. Let me know what your guys' thoughts about this, because I have not seen a bad review about it and I want to love it, but I just cannot. We're just saving the ones that I don't like for last, I guess. Another one that I can't get behind, and it's the same thing. I have seen everybody like this, not seen one bad review about it. It is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. What am I doing? I think I just don't like satin to matte foundations. The glow and the dew really helps it look like second skin, and so when these like satin to matte foundations, because I don't really use those very often, I'm like, what is happening to my skin? Or I just have incredibly dry skin, who knows. But I have this one in the shade Fair Neutral. Oh, also the Milani one, I have it in light neutral. Different brands have different shades, but this is a medium buildable coverage, long-lasting, 1% hydrating hibiscus complex. It's the same deal for me with the Milani one. it looks like I'm wearing foundation. It looks cakey. It clings on to any fine lines, any dry skin. I just don't like this, and I feel like maybe it's because it's a little bit, like, it matches my neck, but I feel like maybe because it's a little bit too light, maybe I don't like it, but I also am too scared to try a different shade. I just can't get behind this one either. Like, it sits on my skin. I might try it with a sponge next time because I don't think I've tried that yet. I just don't get any of the hydrating properties that it claims to have. I don't know. I can't. Let's jump over to concealers. Let's start off with my pot concealers. This one isn't technically a concealer, but it is an under eye product, so we're gonna group it in with everything else. This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and this is in the light to medium shade. Now, Becca is no longer a brand, but you can still get this through Smashbox. It's like a collab, but Smashbox and Becca were owned by the same company, so they basically just repackaged it with Smashbox's name so they could keep selling it because it was such a bestseller for Becca. I love this stuff when I want to fake that I've had 8 hours of sleep. I'm wearing it today under my eyes. It just, this like peachy color really does brighten your skin. It helps cancel out any blues or purple tones under your eyes. I love this stuff because it's so emollient that it doesn't really interfere with any concealer that I put on over top of it. So it doesn't matter if my concealer is super dewy and lightweight or like light coverage, or if I'm using a matte full coverage concealer, this still peeks through. It doesn't mess with the formula of anything else, and it really does just like brighten your under eyes. Not so much like conceal anything, but color corrects and cancels out any darkness you might have. Other pot concealer I have, this is my love. I discovered this last year and I have not been able to put it down since, and it is the Glossier Balm Concealer. I have mine in the shade Light 2, and it is truly just like the most emollient concealer ever. It truly is like a balm with pigment. So it sits really well on top of your skin. It'll give you some radiance. It is super lightweight coverage. Like, this is a day-to-day, like I wouldn't use this if I was going out somewhere per se. Like if I was going somewhere where there's a lot of pictures and stuff, I would want like flat matte concealered blank canvas that we keep talking about. But this for day-to-day, I just take it on my ring finger, dot it on underneath. It blends super well. It makes my under eyes look super hydrated because it has that like emollient glossiness to it, like almost if like concealer and Vaseline had a baby, but not as heavy as that, if that makes sense. Just like this lives in my everyday makeup bag. I love it even for like spot concealing. Even though it's not super pigmented, it still gets the job done. Cannot say enough good things about this. Absolutely love it. The next one that I have, this is the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. I have mine in the shade Medium Vanilla. It is more of like my summer, spring, when I'm starting to get some more color going on my face shade. I like this. I do have some issues with it. The first one being the packaging. I get that they were trying to be innovative and different with this, but I hate that I have, like, first of all, it just seems like a waste of packaging to have to like pump out your concealer. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to take my finger or the doe foot and just dot it on and be done with it. But this you have to like pump on the back of your hand, dip your brush in or your finger, and I want none of that. My other issue with it is I do find that it creases on me fairly easily, which is not the end of the world for me. I have dry skin, dry under eyes, every concealer that I own creases on me, so I don't like hold this against that, but this just creases faster than any other concealer I own. So I don't like that. I don't love that. It's a good one. Another, like, it's definitely more full coverage than the Glossier one, but it's still like a nice day-to-day concealer. You could even wear this as a foundation if you really wanted. I like it. I don't love it. The next one, this is the Thread Cosmetics Cover It Multi-Use Complexion Fluid in the shade Light Neutral 02. This is like my full coverage concealer when I want blankness. I really do like this. You can use it as a foundation if you want, because it is super full coverage. I got this at Target. I haven't used it too much because, like I said, day to day I really don't go for full coverage, but it's got this big doe foot applicator. You can just be on your way. I do really like it. This is the Alleyoop Game Face Second Skin Concealer. I got this in my BoxyCharm a few months ago. I haven't really been able to use it. It's a little bit too dark for my under eyes right now, but I did test it out and I did really like it. It does give you that like emollient, luminous under eye that I'm always on the hunt for. And I do like the packaging. First of all, it just looks really nice, but it comes with a little brush, which if you saw my boyfriend does my makeup video, he used this to put concealer on. The times that I have kind of tried this out when I'm just kind of playing around with my makeup, because it's too dark right now, I have really enjoyed this. It gives a really nice luminosity to the skin, but still covers up anything that I want to have covered up, and it doesn't crease too bad. All of these concealers crease on me, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm excited to try this out some more, like in the summertime. It's really hard for me to find a shade match because I just feel like day to day my skin tone's a little different. I don't know. Maybe I need to fake tan so I can actually like try some of these darker products out on my skin. Oh well. This is my first time using like any Alleyoop I never even heard of the brand before I got it in my BoxyCharm, but I do like it. The times that I have used it, I feel like it's really my speed, where it's like it'll cover but it'll still not dry down fully matte. Last but not least, this is the Kulfi Main Match Concealer in the shade Misty Maple. Another BoxyCharm. Fine, this one is definitely a little bit more my skin tone. I think this one's just a little too yellow, but this one has like a nice kind of pinky undertone to it, so I feel like I can use it. I really like this. It's not the fullest of coverage, but it's up there. It's up there for coverage. Still has like a little bit of luminosity to it. It covers really well, and it doesn't emphasize any dryness or texture on my skin. I've really been liking this. I've only had it for about a month, so I don't have too big of an opinion on it, but I do really like the packaging. I love this like bright orange top. I feel like it kind of stands out in my collection, but I have been really enjoying testing this out and using it. Like it doesn't crease too terribly on me. It doesn't bunch up. It lasts all day, so I've been really enjoying it. Alright guys, so this one was a short one, but that is it for this video. I've been really enjoying doing like my makeup collection this way. I just find that it's a little bit more intimate, I guess, than just like an overview of everything. Next time we will hit blushes, bronzers, and highlights, which honestly might be 3 separate videos because I have so many of each. I hope you guys enjoy. My socials will be down below. Be sure to follow me and like this video and subscribe. It means so much to me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye-bye.